All right. Let me get a thumbs up if you hear me in the chat box. Let me get a thumbs up if you hear me in the chat box so we can get started. What's up, Thomas? Random Shamo, what's good? Tomato Sauce, what's up? Justin, what's up? Dre, we can continue this conversation here now. Yeah, I was coming mid-July, but don't really know what's going to go on. But I hope everybody's being safe out there. And just again, let me know if you can hear me in the chat box. Let me get a thumbs up. Waiting on the thumbs up before I get into these questions. Got a couple of questions this time. Let me go to them so we can get started here. Then after that, okay, we good. So we good. All right, first question. Let's get started, get right into it. First question is from Rome MVP. He says, the Ravens changed their defense in order to generate a pass rush so intelligently. EDC spent his entire offseason fixing the issue, which was pass rush, instead of focusing on inside linebacker since we're in nickel or dime 90% of the time. Shouldn't we focus on replacing the Wolf and Judon, who will only be here for a season, instead of an undersized linebacker like Queen? We can't keep clean. Who can cover Kelsey or tackle Brown? And Murray, who we talked about. Who's overrated and not even better than Die, who will be there in the third round. Praying for Ebenezer, Bond, and Cushenberry in our first 3 picks. So really, he didn't have a question. He just had a comment. And I appreciate Rome's comment. He basically saying that he wants Ebenezer, Bond, and Cushenberry for our first 3 picks. And that's not a bad first 3 picks. But I just don't see us being able to get those three, because as good as all 3 of those guys are, they won't be there at the picks that we have. Well, I don't think they'll be there at the picks we have, because I think Bond's a first round guy. Ebenezer's probably gonna be a first round guy, and I think Cushenberry's a first round guy, but he's probably gonna go early to mid second round, and we don't have a early or mid second round pick. But we got a lot, we got picks to trade, so anything can happen. But that's Rome's MVP comment and not question. All right, see, we got a lot of thumbs up. I appreciate you guys. Second question is from Louis Patino. Who would you rather have, Devontae Adams, Julio Jones, or Keenan Allen? Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. I had to take that. Devontae Adams, Julio Jones, or Keenan Allen. If I had a choice, give me Devontae Adams. Obviously, I think Julio is a better receiver, but Devontae Adams is not as hurt as much as Julio. And that's my 2 cents. I don't think Keenan Allen is on the same page as Devontae Allen or Julio. I think Julio is a top 3 or 4 receiver in the league. I think Devontae's in that top 6, maybe top 7. And I think Keenan may be after 10. Tomato Sauce says Julio is the best receiver in the league. I don't think so. I think that's D-Hop right now. I think let's talk about receiver for a minute before we go on. So let's talk about our upper tier receivers in the league. So without any in particular order, let's say the top tier receivers is 4 of them. And you guys give me your opinions in the chat box. But my upper echelon receivers are Julio, D Hop, Micah Thomas, and a guy that's probably won't play football anymore, AB. Those four guys are on this level. Well, I don't think anybody's on their level. I think it's Hopkins. I think it's Julio. I think it's Micah Thomas. I think it's AB. Those four guys. Then you can get into your other tier receivers. You can come with Devontae Adams. You can come with who we just talked about, Keenan Allen. You can come with Thielen and Diggs. It's a ton of guys. Odell Beckham. I want to put Odell in that top five, but he just didn't have the production. But he in that second tier, Odell and Landry. It's just 2 years ago, D Hop had 120 catches and no drops. It's hard as heck to do in the NFL. Hard as heck. He had 120 something catches and no drops. 0 drops. I kind of fell off a little bit this year, and not all his fault. Some bad throws, some quarterback issues at the time. But the year before that, 120 some odd catches, no drop. That's tough to do. Mike Evans in that second tier. I don't think he in that top 4. Mike Evans is definitely in that top tier. There's a bunch of guys out there. I can't name them all right now, but I think that top 4, then you can come in and start putting everybody else. And really, it's the top 3 if AB don't play anymore. It's really the top 3 if AB don't play anymore. And Thomas says Evan doesn't get enough appreciation because the team has been losing. I agree. Wait till this year, though. Wait till this year. Especially if they get somebody that can run the ball. And they may already have somebody that can run the ball. But wait till this year. Everybody going to know Mike Evans this year. He might be one of my top picks in fantasy if we get a chance to play fantasy this year. Because he got a quarterback that's going to protect the ball, which means they're going to have more opportunities. He going to explode. Watch out for Mike Evans in your fantasy stuff this year. All right. So let's go on to the next question. It's from Bruno. How do you think the COVID issue will affect the Ravens being able to only rely on rookies from the jump due to possible alterations to the offseason programs? Alterations to the offseason programs. Also, do you think the team like the Browns will suffer because of their brand new coaching staff? I think OTAs are obviously not going to happen. Because right now they're saying at the earliest June-ish before, things start to tune down. So the rookie mini camps and all that stuff right after the draft, not going to happen. The first OTA, probably not going to happen. At the most, they may just all come in for training camp in early August. At the most. That's all. That's what I'm banking on. That's what I'm hoping for. Where they all just come to training camp together right around August 1st. That's all I can hope for. And if they do that, that'd be great because that means we're going to get some football. But as of right now, that the end of the summer stuff is probably not going to happen. The draft probably going to be crazy because I don't really think people are going to be there. Just going to be calling names, however they're going to do it. I would hope nobody's going to be in the crowd. But I think they're just going to call names and people are going to be at home on Skype and Zoom and all that stuff, kind of giving their reactions and having commentary and interviews and stuff like that. The second question is, the Browns going to suffer? All teams going to suffer. But every team that has a new staff probably going to suffer the most. But not as much as you think, because just like I've been communicating with some of our players, those NFL guys are communicating with their guys. They probably having, some kind of communication on the computer, going over playbook type stuff. So they're getting everything but the physical reps. They're getting the mental side of football. They learn the playbook. They learning all the formations, what to do on this play against this front. They learning that stuff. They're just not physically going out there and doing it. And they're probably working on their craft individually. So a lot of football players are probably going to come back better individual players. But then to answer his question, the chemistry is going to be affected with a lot of teams. Chemistry is going to be affected with a lot of teams. So, but that's the answer to that question. All right. Next question. OG Ray Jack. Queen or Murray at inside linebacker. Who do you like as our starter for next season? So if I just had to pick Queen or Murray, I'm picking Queen. I think Queen brings more of a thump to him. He's not. I don't think he's as fast as Murray, but he brings more thump to him. And I think we need guys that can do a combination of both. I think Murray's all speed, light thump. I think Queen is more thump, a little less speed. But then if you want all thump, you think of a guy like Harrison or Evan Weaver. But I don't think they can cover at all. Either one of those guys, I don't think they can cover at all. But I just think we need two guys. I think we need a guy that's maybe some thump and cover, and then maybe a guy that's mostly thump and a little bit of cover. We need a combination of both to see who's going to fit where. Because you got a safety net with Chuck Clark. You got a safety net because you can do so much stuff with Chuck Clark. All right. Next question. Could you share more of your thoughts on Lloyd Cushenberry and Cesar Ruiz? How do they compare as prospects? All right. This is from Thomas Morgan. Everybody knows, if you've been covering me, I love Lloyd Cushenberry. If it was up to me, I'd pick him I pick him at 28. Because I think that highly of his skill set. And you can watch the video, you'll see how highly I think of Lloyd Cushenberry. Now today I actually did get a chance to watch some Cesar Ruiz. And he played against, the one tape I have is him versus Penn State. And I was starting to do film on him, but I stopped. So, I was talking bad about Ruiz. Ruiz not bad. He's not bad at all. So I'm going to finally give him his props. He's not bad at all. I don't think he's better than Cushenberry. But I don't have as much tape on Ruiz as I do with Cushenberry. And I don't really like watching the TV version. I want to see the back shot so I can kind of see, the ins and outs of what he should be doing and whatnot. Some of that back shot, it follows the ball and don't let me focus on what I need to focus on. So, Cesar Ruiz is not bad. He's not bad. Not bad at all. He's a good player. Strong, heady, agile. But Cushenberry is all that too. But I think everything I compliment Ruiz on, I think Cushenberry is a little tier above. A little tier above. And part of that is just when you look at the Cushenberry video, look at that list of names. I just threw it away. That list of names Cushenberry had to go against. He had to go against Derek Brown of Auburn, Marlon Davidson of Auburn. What's the guy from Oklahoma State? Neville Gal, whatever his name is. He had against the defensive lineman at Alabama, Raekwon. What's Raekwon's last name? Can't think of Raekwon. Big 99 for Alabama. He had to go against. Let me see who else. I had a list on that thing. He went He went against. Of the top 25, he went against like 7 of them. He went against 7 of them, and he didn't win every rep. But held his own. Went against Ken Law at the Senior Bowl. I think that rep was on there. That's the rep Ken Law got hurt on. He just and a lot of people saying Ruiz got a better ceiling because he's younger. Could be, but we don't know that. We can't factor youth into projection at NFL. Because if that's the case, Hayden Hurst would have been slow. So, I mean, if we factor age in, Hayden Hurst came out at 25, 26, something like that. He'd have been slow. But he wasn't. So you just got to go off what the tape say. And tape to me says that Cushenberry is better because of what I saw on tape and the level of competition he played. Cushenberry. But I'm not downing Ruiz. I just think Cushenberry is better. All right, going on to the next question. It's from Muhammad, and I can't pronounce his last name, so I'm not going to try. But it says, "Hey, Coach, I know everyone wants inside linebacker, but the Ravens play a lot of nickel and dime. I think we should wait till the later rounds to draft a middle linebacker and instead get the best player available in the first round. Even if that turns out to be Grant Delpit or Xavier McKinney. Love your Delpit breakdown. Keep up the great work." Thanks, Muhammad. I appreciate you for watching the video. I appreciate all you guys for watching the video, even the guys that's here now. But as far as best player available, We have 9 picks. And we have needs. So those needs need to be met in those 9 picks. Whether it's traded up, traded back, or whatever. But I don't think safety is a pressing need for us right now. Because we have a plethora of guys that can be interchangeable. I just don't think I wouldn't draft, and I like both guys. I just wouldn't draft them with what we have on the team. Because you draft a safety and then you don't get the inside linebacker that you want, then you screwed. Or you draft safety and we got a huge gaping hole at interior O-line and you screwed. I don't think edge is as important need as most people think. Especially as long as Judon's on the team. As long as Judon's on the team, I don't think edge is an important hole as most people think. All right. Got the next question. I think it's OG Ray Jack again. All right. Peace, good health, and happiness to you, Coach. With the Michael Brockers deal collapsing, what do you think we should do next? Well, I did see that that Clowney has went down to $17 million. So we're paying Judon 16, and I think we got about $10 million. So that could be a trade type deal right there if we want to go that route. But I saw Clowney came down off his money, and we picked up the Wolf, so Wolf will be okay in there. I just think we need to focus on defensively. I think our number one need defensively is inside linebacker. I think our number one need offensively is interior O-line. So which one you want to put on the top is up to you, but that's our number one need in both situations. Number one, interior line on offense. Number one is inside linebacker on defense. All right. P. Brownie, it's another Brockers question. It says, now that Brockers is not coming to Baltimore, should the Ravens really try to get Clowney or just wait until the draft? But with all the other needs, inside linebacker, O-line, pass rush, edge, and wide receiver, what order do you think we should draft each position? I have no wide receivers deep, but if a real day one starter like Hollywood is there, what should we do? All right, so the first question, should we try to get Clowney? The only way I think we should try to get Clowney is the sign and trade. That's the only way I think about that. Second question, are we just waiting till the draft? I think it's some good edge guys going to be late in the draft. Like, I like Zuniga. I really like Zuniga. I like the kid from North Carolina, Strobridge, I think that's his name. I think that's how you say it, Strobridge. I like those two guys late on in the draft, so they could be, fourth round guys that we could pick up and I think will produce with what we do. Zuniga's more of an edge guy. Strobridge more of an interior guy. Let's see who else. Oh, it says, what order would you draft each position? So, if it was up to me, I would draft O-line, inside linebacker, wide receiver, then pass rush edge. So, for me, it would be O-line, inside linebacker, wide receiver, pass rush edge. But if the O-line person you don't like is there, go to inside linebacker. If the inside linebacker person you don't like is there, go to receiver. It's a bunch of guys, and I think it's less interior O-line that are good. I think it's more linebackers, and I think it's a plethora of wide receivers. So that's wide receiver can fall back to 3 because there's so many good guys in there. All right. Next question is from Russell Parham. Better fit, Griffin or Wolf? Griffin. Griffin's better than Wolf. But I don't know if we're gonna be able to get Griffin. Griffin's better than Wolf. Wolf plays hard. Wolf is a high motor guy, but Griffin is damn good. Griffin's better than Wolf. All right. Next question. William Harford. And I think this is the last question. Hey, Coach. New sub. Love your work. What should the Ravens do now that Brockers deal? Another Brockers question. We got Wolf. We got a rotation. So let's think about the interior D-line rotation. We got Wolf. We got Campbell. We got Brandon Williams. We got some of our veterans that their name is slipping my mind right now. But we got a good rotation in there. So we don't have to jump and spin. We just got a good rotation. You got to develop your guys. You got to believe in the process and develop your guys. Everything can't be fixed with acquisition, a free agent pickup. Sometimes you just got to develop your guys. They got to work. They got to get better on their own, and you got to go from there. All right. Let's see. Secondly, am I the only person worried about the lack of linebacker depth with the loss of Peanut and Bynes, who I loved? Let's grab Clay Matthews as a stopgap. Clay Matthews is an edge guy. I think Clay Matthews is an edge guy. Chat box, tell me what your opinion is. I don't think he's middle linebacker material. I think he's an edge guy. That's rush the quarterback, maybe play some flats in coverage, maybe jam a number 2 guy and sink to a hook curl maybe. But I don't think Clay Matthews is a Mike linebacker, interior linebacker type guy. All right. Let me see if that's all those questions. Okay, let's get into the chat box for a minute. You know what? Matter of fact, let me open the phone lines. Let me hear what you guys want to talk about. So let me open the phone lines. Somebody want to call in, we can do that. We hadn't done that in a while. Let me find it. There it is. Okay, so phone lines open. If anybody want to chime in. What one participant is that? Me? That's me. So phone lines open. If anybody want to chime in, just let me know. I think I'll see it when it pop up. They've changed their app, so it looks a little different. But other than that, let's go into the chat box. I'm gonna start from the bottom and work my way up. Let's see. How do you feel about the Ravens trading Judon, getting Clowney and using the first round pick on Chase? Man, do I love Chase? I did a video on Chase the other day. That cat gets after it. He's a high motor guy, and he's not just an edge, and he's not like a pass rusher and a hold the edge guy. He can drop in coverage and cover. He can drop in coverage and cover. He's not just a hold the edge against the run and rush the quarterback in pass situations. He can actually drop out of there and cover guys, and not the token just sit in the zone and cover grass. So I really like Chase. I like a lot of them LSU guys. I like the guys off LSU. I like Chase, Clyde, Edwards-Helaire. I like Jefferson. I like Delpit. I like Queen. I like all them guys, man. LSU was loaded. They were loaded. I like all them guys. All right, let's move up to the next question. Cushionberry beat in the second round. Yeah, I know, probably. I wish he wouldn't, but not at 60 though, or 55, whatever we got for our second pick. I don't think he'll be there for us then. Queen is better coverage and a run stopper. I think so. I just think Queen's better than Murray. I really do. Murray's faster, but I just think Queen's better than Murray. Not by a lot. Look at the top 99, you'll kind of see why. I've been saying Derrick Henry's tier 1 back. Evans doesn't get enough appreciation because the team has been losing. Yeah, we talked about Mike Evans. Hey, I throw these questions in here. We can make this real quick. Been going about how long we been going? Right at 30 minutes. We can make this a 30-minute stream and ride out and enjoy the rest of our Wednesday. Weaver, Okawa, or other if we're picking edge in the second. I wanted to say Weaver. I'm going to go Weaver on that. And I just think he's a better overall athlete. Now, there is a safety that's been gaining traction in my mind. And in other circles that I've been watching other people talk about and other podcasts and other YouTube channels, is the chin dude. And I haven't watched film on him. I've only seen like a 30-second highlight. I don't even know what school he goes to. But a lot of people are starting to talk about this Chin kid. Who is he? Who is he, Chatbox? I think is it Jeremy Chin? What school he go to? How big is he? What's the deal on Chin? Chason reminds me of a more athletic Suggs. Yeah, I agree with that. But his motor is ridiculous. It's and then wait till he fill out because he real thin right now. Wait till Chason fill out. Wait till, as Vaj say, get his grown man body. Wait till that happens. All right, you know what? If you cool, I'm cool. Like Anthony Hamilton say, and we'll ride up out of here. Are the any free agent MLBs worth looking at? Nope. 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 Guys, you might not get Weaver picking that low in around two. It's true, Joe. It's true. But that being said, I'm gonna throw the questions out there again on my community page for you guys to put your questions in for next week. And most of y'all, hey, y'all go check out Sonny and Joe tonight. I forget about that. Sonny and Joe follow me up. I think they may be cranking up now. So with that being said, go hit up Joe Nubo, Sonny, watch their podcast. I don't know who they're talking about tonight. And this is Coach Evans, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace.